Okay, hello ladies and germs. Today we are playing Battlegrounds, which is the roguelike thingy, the roguelike minigame within Hearthstone. And today I kind of want to show off a dumb noob stomp deck that I've kind of, or like a strategy that I've kind of made up. And we're gonna just full on force it down mid with this, with this strat. So basically what we want to do, since we have Nagas in the game, is that we wanna just force them, and we wanna actually stay at tier 2. We never wanna go past tier 2. Yes, I know that's dumb. But the thing about the snakes is that there isn't anything particularly good until like... Actually, I don't even know what tier has like good stuff for them. No clue. But yeah, we wanna start spamming spells as soon as possible. Basically, the core of the entire build is just 3 different minions. It's okay, I think I fit here. I just kind of So there's one snake who gives us spellcraft, or one minion that gives us spellcraft. +1/+1 for every 4 spells you've cast this game. Then we have another minion who just says that if a spellcraft spell is used on it, get a copy of that. And then there's one who just says that every single spellcraft buff is permanent on it. And all of them are tier 2. They're the same tier. As long as we never move past... we're gonna sell this just in the... Oh, we got the first one already. Never move past tier 2. We actually get stuck on just getting them, which is really good. And also the Tavern spells that we can use to just kind of artificially increase our spell count also are kind of nice. Like, we have a careful investment, and we have whatever else. Basically, we have like a bunch of extra money tiers. We're at tier 2 now, and that means we're never gonna move up anymore. That's it. We're never gonna click here. Now the deck, as I mentioned, is just noob stomping. I can do this because I'm at a low rating, because I'm bad at the game. It can be easily countered. Enemies with poison, their worst nightmare. Even just like really good scaling with Divine Shield is tough. But poison and the Death Threat will kill the minion that killed this are just nightmares for the tier 2 noob stomp strat that I'm going for. Okay. I probably should have just taken the snake there, huh? Well, it is what it is. We're gonna keep him, so we can just kind of drop buffs on him anyways. Not sure why I didn't do that already, but... oh well, it is what it is. Wait, how many spells do we have? Now, Mukla is kind of nice because we get 2 free spells every single turn. So we're gonna, like, boost the spell drop rate by a lot. I so far have had pretty good success with this strat. I've only played it a couple of times. One time I just got straight up first, and the other I ended up at... oh, see, there we have poison. That's a problem. We want to hit this first, but we don't, so we're just cooked. Yeah, the other... one time I've had... like, I've just won the game, and another time I've been on the 2nd placement. And that's pretty much every single time I've played this, so, you know... sample size is really small, so it could be that this is actually just a bad strat, and I've just been lucky. But it... I don't remember what I died to exactly, but I think it might have been Murlocs or something, where I just got unlucky against poison, which, you know, as I mentioned, is like a huge weakness for this type of play style. There. So how much do we get for... wait, it's beasts. There's no poison in beasts, right? Yeah, I think we would have been fine. I think I might be blocking stuff. What if I move here? Is there anything here that I should be... I guess... Why is my mouse not showing? Okay. I guess there's nothing in the top right corner ever that we need to see, right? Can I just go wide? If something stupid happens, I want to clip it, and I need the face cam to be big enough for it to not be just only pixels like I usually have. Oh no. Okay. Oh, we still get to deal 4 damage, which is fine. Damage, by the way, is a problem with this build. The unfortunate truth is that you're just never gonna deal any damage to other players. They're kind of hoping that, like, whoever ends up being the top player aside from you just kind of gets whittled down during the game. First we want all 3, we want Zesty Shakers, we want these guys, and we desperately want... yeah, Lava Lurkers, obviously. Because obviously it all kind of is based on scaling them. Now that being said, not getting them on the very first couple of rounds is not the end of the world, because a lot of your scaling just comes from how much thaumaturgy actually buffs. We're playing against poison or... Okay, poison, yeah, so we're gonna spread out our damage. Murlocs are kind of hard, because there's like both a lot of poison and a lot of heavy scaling. I don't really know how I'm supposed to play against them, because I'm bad at the game. The unfortunate thing for me is that I kind of came up with this cool strategy. I don't know if anyone else has already done this. I don't watch a lot of Battlegrounds content, to be honest with you. I don't know if anyone else has done this, but I came up with this idea whilst I have a weekly quest to upgrade my Tavern a total of 30 times, so probably not the best time to invent a new playstyle. Okay, that's hype. We get the tier 2. Now this can give us a divine shield. Oh, right, him, yeah. Which is kind of hype. Now here we still want an extra thaumaturgist, which kind of might sound weird if you think about it, because obviously our full build does not have more than 1 golden one of these. We obviously want just like 3 golden chesty shakers and 3 lava lurkers, or maybe even just 2 lava lurkers. Now that I think about it, yeah, I think that might be the math. Why am I suddenly bad at math when I need it for video games? I used to be so good. I mean, when I say I was good at math, I mean like everything but geometry, but like this kind of basic math used to be my thing. What happened to me? And we have Murlocs in the pool, so we do want to spread out. We especially don't want to use a lot of non-spellcraft buffs on the lava lurkers. They're gonna get big enough on their own. I forgot to buy the Tavern spell. I'm so dumb. One issue that I have had with this build and just playing with the whole tribe to begin with is that I keep consistently running out of time. Now this time it was just me forgetting, but I've definitely had like rounds where I'm doing something throughout and I just simply don't have the time, which is kind of tough. It feels so bad, especially with the lava lurkers, because if you miss the spellcraft, then that's like a buff that just doesn't exist. That's it. Like that would have been a permanent buff, and now it just doesn't exist because spellcraft resets every turn. Oh yes, that is what we want to see. I'm gonna get rid of him first, I think. Yeah. Equal to my tier. Okay, boom. 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 We only want to buff, by the way, only one of these thaumaturgists, because the other one is gonna get shipped once we have, like, our full setup. Boom. Boom. Eh. And now in order. I don't think it actually updates between these two, but I do tend to wanna play it so that I always buff the less relevant Zesty first. We have a full stack of Murlocs, which is kind of... So obviously, I kind of just wanted an excuse to show off this build, right? This is not when you want to play with this build at all. These, like, having Murlocs in your pool is like the worst thing for this. Like, dragons have like Divine Shield and whatnot, but dragons, I think you can just kind of outscale enough to where the Divine Shield doesn't matter as much. But Murlocs are definitely the biggest problem for this. That being said, I don't think there was a lot of poison there. Like, that being said, like, even then, I feel like a lot of low rank players don't respect poison and they don't take it particularly highly. So even when it comes to like actively forcing it down where I shouldn't, it can still just, this strat can still just work. Okay, we don't have a single battle cry here. We're only gonna have one taunt, right? Yeah. But this isn't gonna stay anyway, so...
It's good to get some minions in play.
Okay, we're kind of starting to just roll as much as we can, because we just desperately want our key pieces here. Okay, taunt. Nice. Even this, sure. Yeah, our lava lurkers are tier 1, so they can only actually absorb one spellcraft permanently. Oh, I forgot to sell the Arm of the Empire. Boom, and then boom. And these are, like, whenever you cast a spell, gain +1 attack is a permanent buff. Now, granted, this is nowhere near as good as the tier 6 snake, who just gives everything +1/+1 every time you do this. Also, you're missing out on the death rattles, and you're missing out on rotating snakes for the... Whenever you summon one, get buff guy. There's like a bunch of key pieces you don't end up getting with this. However, this is, I feel like, less luck reliant. Like, this is something I've been able to just force down every time I wanted to, and I've won every single time. Now, by winning I do mean like the tier 2 as well, and I've only played a couple of games, so it could just be luck, but like, it still feels like it's gonna work well. And yeah, we have the maximum gold, which is kind of really hype, because we are gonna end up just buying a lot of Tavern spells once we get the full build going. Oh, I should have probably taken the minion thing as well. Oh well. Summon him. Summon him. Tier 3. Oh, there's like nothing here. Wow. Okay. I could technically go for a patient scout. And just hope that we roll into one of the 3 pieces we need. But I don't think so. I think we're gonna just... That's the normal one, right? This is the tier 1, so we're gonna just give it to someone. Doesn't really matter. I guess this is a nice one because it has Divine Shield. Zesty. Boom, boom. 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 Notice how the tier is... Next tier would literally cost 0 and we just don't want it. We want to stay at 2 forever. But yeah, I mean, this is like a 0 skill, very little luck needed type of way of playing. All you're really hoping for is that your low-ranked enemies are actually low-ranked and not like Smurfs doing a challenge or whatever. That's it. As long as your opponent is not a social media content creator, you should be fine. Now, granted, I've had some really bad luck with just the match order though, where I've had like a better setup than everyone but the number 1 player, and then I died to the number 1 player. Not with this build, but like overall. So there's always an aspect of luck in this game, but I think we're gonna first just roll. Okay, boom, that's nice.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Okay, get that. Come on, that. Get rid of that. And since we have poison in the pool, I think we might actually want to keep the Divine Shield for the time being. There's never a reason to not take a Zesty, basically. Unless you're like actually just full-on full build. Which is not gonna happen anytime soon for me. Yeah, so we're gonna... Oh, first the font, then the plus 18. Then we're gonna give it to these guys. Boom, boom. And also, I think there are achievements for just getting like... I want the gold. I'm not gonna even pretend. I know it's not correct to freeze here when we aren't full build or whatever, but I'm greedy. I am greedy. I forgot what I was actually saying because I had to justify playing badly, but but I'm sure it will come to me. Well, definitely. I think I've forgotten it forever. I remember when you were kids and your parents always told you, oh, if it was important, I'm sure you'll remember. And then they always got mad at you for forgetting about like an upcoming test or your homework. Even though they were the ones to tell you that if it's important, I'm sure you'll remember eventually. I'm still salty about that. As a person who's closer to 30 than I am to childhood. That is like the single worst piece of advice I think I've ever heard in my life. That and people telling me gambling is bad. Okay. Gold. I guess we could kind of roll with these, but I'm worried about filling my hand as I'm playing with Mukla, who has a tendency to just overfill the hand. Now, that being said, Spellcraft does actually wait for your hand to clear, which is nice. But I don't want to be over-reliant on that. Well, you know what? I'm gonna... I looked away. I was terrified and I had a reason to be. So this goes there. This goes there. There. Okay, beasts. Now, beetles can be difficult. Just because of the sheer volume of enemies. You, at the end of the day, do have, like, the issue of not dealing enough damage yourself. But even here, you can kind of see that the damage between number 2 and 3 is kind of split between them. This is a good sign. Now, granted, this... Even if we beat him, we are not killing him. Even with no damage, max. I think your damage is based off of, I think, your Tavern tier and then the tier of your minions. And we are tier 2. Our minions are all tier 2 except for the one tier 3. We're realistically dealing like 6 damage. Okay. That's nice. Oh, I guess since we do have those split damage characters, well, I'm not sure how much I actually want to prepare to fight this guy, because this guy is not gonna make it. I think the other beast player might have beetles, so... like actual beetle setup, so... we might not see him again, actually. No, I think I want to wait for, like, a bad Murloc to show up until I use the best choice. Did I say Murloc? Okay, you know what, I'm sorry, I'm tired. There's like this convention thing that I'm gonna go to this summer, so I was kind of nervous throughout the day and last night about whether or not I'm gonna actually get the tickets in time. But I did get them though, which is nice. Okay, I think... yeah, so we go like this. And this. This. Boom. Usually, we've been kind of lucky with the game where everyone's like being dealt like a bunch of damage. Because once again, we are not the damage dealers. What we are hoping for is everyone else to just beat each other down really like a lot. And then to just kind of sweeping and just take the single win needed to actually win. Because the previous game that I had where I ended up as tier 2, technically it wasn't my previous game, but the previous game with this strat, specifically had me beat the other guy like 2 or 3 times in a row and just not deal enough damage. And then die to him once and lose because of that. Yeah, see, this is kind of nerve-wracking. Oh yeah, that's what we don't want to see. See how there is a 1 in 7 chance for my carry to die. And we hit the 1 in 7. How unlucky is that? Like, I know that's, like, obviously the counter for this type of build to begin with, but... what is the likelihood of that actually happening, dude? Not high. Okay, there's bad Murlocs there. Please give me something that actually...
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits. It's good to get some minions in play.
Okay, boom. Now we get to play him. Play him. Oh, I could have actually dumped one on the tier 1 for an extra spell cast. I misplayed severely there. Okay, we're hoping we have enough time. Oh, I was supposed to buy the tiara thingy as well. I'm dumb. Okay, so this is where we kind of panic with our stuff, because there's simply very little time. Okay, boom. 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 Move those on the opposite sides. This is a very good thing to keep in mind, because otherwise I am gonna mess up. So I think we actually go like... well, I'm gonna do this in the wrong order, because yeah, so it's 3. So we do have to give this one of the bad ones, and then 2 of the good. And then 1 of the good ones. Yeah. Yeah. And by bad and good, I mean just tier 1 or tier 2. Oh, I'm gonna have to censor those. Ah, dang. I wonder if there is a streamer mode or something I could enable so that I wouldn't show my friend list. Now granted, I have no clue who that person is. That's probably just someone random who added me because they noticed I had a Finnish username. or Finnish sounding username. Technically, it's just a name. It's not like, or a nickname, but it's not like a word or anything. Yeah, boom. See, we're already tier 2. Tier 2. We're rated 2 at tier 2. We've been tier 2 the whole time, obviously. But obviously, I don't know how good something like this would be at higher ranks, but I'm assuming not very, because once again, this does have like very real weaknesses. We want to go for the Zesties. We actually want to replace this with just an extra Zesty as well. Yeah, we're happy to sacrifice a bit of life for the Tavern spells. Now that I think about it, I could have tiered up before using those just for the extra bit of stats, but maybe that's a bit too much to expect from myself. Unfortunately, we don't get to see the full build because this is the last round, obviously. But it is what it is. We know that we cast this first, and we cast this, 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 and this, and now we are ready. We do want to proc the poison as soon as possible, so we're gonna kind of stop the order around a bit. Now, granted, I think there's only one poison Murloc, so you know where we hit the 1 in 7 before. Having 4 1 in 7s now is probably not gonna be enough.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
See, we're not. Actually, it's not even a 1 in 7 because he actually has taunt on the poison now. Like, what is the likelihood of that happening? Luckily, this is enough still, and we get the tier 1, even against Murlocs, which, once again, Murlocs are a bad matchup. Because of the poison. But yeah, literally, Tavern tier 2. I'm not sure if anyone else has covered this once again. The only Battlegrounds content I have watched or interacted with has been opening up Battleground streams to see where people place their face cams. And somehow I didn't even take that into account. But yeah, as you can see, against low-rated players like myself, this is a very good strategy, because people just don't know how to play around just number stacking. Yeah, hey, hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you tried this strat and whether or not it worked for you, but I'm gonna keep playing with this until I actually reach a rank where I need to play the game well. But yeah, with that being said and done, dudes, dudettes, and everyone else, I hope you enjoyed. Have a good one. Bye.